It's another week, another Lolo's Library, and we are gonna get caught up here really fast. Like, not this episode, probably the next one, and just get back on track because it's crazy summer reading time and not a lot of time for doing anything else but being outside in the sun or traveling and reading. And so I'm going to throw a bunch of books at you, but a lot of them are in the same realm this time because I did a lot of like binge audiobook reading recently. And so there's some good ones in here. Well, they're all good because I only read good books, but there's like a few that are like amazing. There's some like favorite authors, whatever. Anyway, we're just going to get down to it. So the first one now in order is called The Summer Before the War, which I don't have my physical copy anymore because I lent it to somebody. It took me a little while to get into it, but once I got like actually consistently reading it for more than like 30 minutes and like 10 pages, I definitely like got into it a lot more and I really enjoyed how it ended. So I've heard really great things about it. It was a gift to me and I loaned it out to somebody else that was really interested in reading. So if you're interested in like history and that time, it's like World War II. I don't know. Now I can't remember. I wish I had the book to show you. But anyway, it was fun. It was good. The next one I absolutely loved. It was one of my book of the months recently, Daisy Jones and the Six. You've probably heard of it. Taylor Jenkins Reid has done some other really amazing books. This takes on a different format. It's kind of like interview style. Here's kind of a little bit of a look. It's this reporter interviewing former members of a band. After they'd already broken up and stuff for an interview. So it's actually really cool. A lot of fun stuff. Literally got a huge twist in the end that I wasn't necessarily expecting, but then it was kind of fun to read about. I don't recommend researching this book before you read it. I did, and it changed how I finished it out. But so much fun. I read it in like less than 24 hours. So everybody read this one. And then the next one, Sue Grafton has the Alphabet series. I'm nearly finished. Actually, at this point, I have finished everything. But I read X, which is the next to the last book. So if you're a Sue Grafton fan, Alphabet book, really good read. These ones are actually kind of fun because even though I read them in series, in order, you could really pick up any one at any point in time and read it. So lots of fun. And then, you know me, I'm like big James Patterson, big Michael Connelly, John Grisham, Dennis Lehane, like kind of those mystery, murder, kind of intrigue books. So I literally binge read a ton of them. So I read or listened to Darkness Take My Hand by Dennis Lehane, which is the second book after Gone Baby Gone. So if you're familiar with the movie or that book, I love his stuff. So it was a good mystery. Really like that one. Followed that up with James Patterson called Confessions of a Murder Suspect. Which is the first in a new series that he has, but this is like a while back, so I think there's some new ones in there, but kind of fun. Scarecrow by Michael Connelly. I really like these ones. This is kind of the second in a series after The Poet, which I read a really, really long time ago, but just good old-fashioned mystery, intrigue, followed by The Reversal, which is part of the Lincoln Lawyer series. So if you read that, which is the first book, this is that same character, and his new he takes on a different role as an attorney. Really good. I actually really, really like this one. Not that I don't like them all. Here's a classic, an Oprah Book Club. I think it's on like the 1001 Books You Must Read Before You Die. Everybody raves about it. It took me a while. I actually ended up listening to this one, which I think helped because it has a lot of history in it, which isn't necessarily normally my thing, but definitely worth reading and adding to kind of your list of books that you've experienced, because he's a really, really great author. And then I read another John Grisham called Camino Island, which I like all of his books. This one might be one of my most favorite, maybe because I'm a literary geek, and this is actually about some old original manuscripts that are stolen from a library and kind of how they find it and the history and attorneys and all this stuff. So I really, really like that. So if you like the crazy literary fun stuff and some attorneys and some mystery and fun, and you like John Grisham, pick this one up. I think it's a fairly-ish recent one. And then the last one I'm going to share with you is one that I borrowed from somebody, but local author, also Boise. So, which was kind of fun. A Kid's Guide to Boise. Just lots of really fun things, like free things to do, things to go see, things to experience, place to take kids. A lot of, I mean, it's geared towards kids, but a lot of it is like if you have out-of-town guests that have never experienced Boise before, lots of fun stuff. I think he has a couple other Boise books, but I wanted to check it out and get some ideas for some future writing that I'm doing. Hint, hint, hint. So anyway, Kid's Guide to Boise, fun, cute, good pictures, and all that jazz. We did it. That little bit, that chunk right there. So that's like 9 books, I don't know, 10 books for you to kind of take out, like literally the Michael Connelly, John Grisham, James Patterson, like any of those, you can pick them up. But these ones are fun. Good reads, like, I mean, just even listening, if you're an audiobook person and you have a long drive, it literally like makes my drive and commute to work to and from like so much faster because I can get enthralled in these like mysteries and stuff, which I don't often have time to sit around and read so much. So anyway, that is Lolo's Library for today. Hope you guys are enjoying spring and nice weather, and we'll see you next time.